Hey guys, welcome back to another lovely video. I'm on Dangerous Session once again. I am on episode 10 called Monster. This has to be a hoax. He didn't show me his badge or any sort of warrant, but does he really need to? After all, what's the alternative? What have I been believing this whole time? That things like vampires are real? What about the eyes? Could just be glowing contacts? Empathy at a touch? There's no faking that. Anyone can make an educated guess. But Ambrosia? Hey, didn't that man say, wait. I never actually was there. But I would only arrive after it was too late. He would have had plenty of time, and he wouldn't have needed any special abilities. No, even if it could all make sense, there's one thing that absolutely does not add up. Emilian, I need to talk to you. Please consider it one of our sessions. What? Fine, even I can see when I'm not wanted. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I need you to answer them very carefully. Emilian, is there a reason you haven't given me more details with regards to what happened in your past? To tell you the truth, I can't. Honestly, I can't remember much about the years I spent wandering the earth after being cursed. Although there is one period of my life that I can't seem to forget no matter how much I want to, and which is that I was captured, imprisoned in total darkness for half a century by the ones who made me what I am. Although vampires are sensitive to light and operate best at night, it is not a fate I'd wish on anyone. Then, how did your experience make you feel? Angry? I'm a monster. It was what I deserved. But something must have changed since you're here with me today. How did you escape your situation? Just that I escaped? If I'd stayed, I would have died. And I guess I realized that I wanted to live. What do you mean by, pardon the intrusion, Dr. Roseberg? We receive reports in the area that you've been hiding the fugitive here. I should have known it would be you. Come quietly, and no one needs to get hurt. We're talking you in. No, I won't let you. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next episode. Can promise, we're taking you in. I won't let you. What's this, doctor? Are you attempting to obstruct a federal investigation? He is my patient. So far, you haven't shown me any evidence to validate abducting him. As his therapist, I at least deserve that. Oh? And what evidence do you need? He's a delusional psychopath. There you go again. I don't know who gave you that crackpot diagnosis, but it's wrong. It may be more rational to believe he's under a delusion, but Emilian is not a psychopath. Psychopaths are characterized by an aggressive nature, a lack of empathy resulting from shallow emotion or inability to feel, and a refusal and accept the responsibility for their actions. Emilian feels more guilt than anyone, and he feels emotions just like everyone else. At this rate, I'd say you fit the profile more than he does. So if you're going to call him that, you'd better be prepared to prove yourself. Perhaps you are right. And perhaps your objectively is simply compromised the edge by your feelings for him, Flinch. Even if that's true, there's no way I'm going to abandon him. Is that so? How noble of you. But too bad, regardless of your feelings, he is still an abomination. Click. Crap. I suppose we'll have to do this the hard way. Amelia! Ashley! Amelia? No! Oh my god. No, oh my god. Ouch. Ashley, you're awake. Are you okay? I'm so sorry, Amelia. Why is it so dark? I'm so sorry I couldn't protect you. Stop blabbering and hold on a second. I think I have no signal. Figures. At least a flashlight still works. Where is this place? They sent you through the portal and held you hostage so that I had no choice but to follow. We're underground. In the dungeon. Created by the cult of the Red King. It's really true. You're a vampire. And a sect of sorcerers like the ones from Bethany's book, they're the ones that's chasing you. Stop, you're hurting yourself. What's causing this? Silver, it burns vampires, and even being near it renders us weak and useless. Otherwise, I would have already ripped these bars from the ground and gotten you out of here. This is my fault. From the beginning, I should have left you alone instead of getting you involved in this mess. First of all, I'm the one who agreed to become your therapist. Second of all, if anyone is to blame, it should be those creeps who threw us in here. I'm tired of listening on their version of events. I want to hear your truth. I really like you. Isn't that a tad off topic? It's part of my truth, though. It's odd. The last time I was here was literal torture. I thought it would be a trauma I'd be too afraid to talk about, much less relief. But now you're here and everything's different. I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Oh my god, guys. Q&A. I don't want to read this. I'm sorry, guys. Another Q&A. Sacrifice. The hour draws near. It's been a long time since we've had a specimen to conduct a ceremony. But what of the hostage? She's seen some of our member. She can't be allowed to return to her practice. We have no choice but to ease any trace of her existence. The only beings we sacrifice are the monsters we create. Humans are off limits. Ahem. High Priest, not all of us share your convenience, nor do we ascribe to your vendetta against the Red King's children. There are simply tools to be forged and destroyed, as is the hostage. Shoot, my water. Hold on, guys. Perhaps, prepare, extracted from the last prisoner. Her life isn't the only thing that can be erased. 16th Prior. Good evening. Although I suppose to one in your possession, the time of day is a little consequence. It's ironic, isn't it? Soon, the devourer shall become the devoured. Oh my god, I feel bad. 9 minutes. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna get my water I just dropped. Okay. The devourer shall... Devoured? What did he mean by that? At the time, I could barely comprehend. Half starved and living off the blood of rats, I was little more than an animal. But I've spent years since the researching the cult and the being they pledged loyalty to. The one whose blood cursed me more than 3 centuries ago. The original vampire. Now, hold on just a minute. What are you saying? I thought these guys were vampire hunters. Why would they worship a vampire? Didn't the one named Dior call you an abomination? Most of the Red King's followers consider him a benefactor more than anything. They merely carry out his wishes in exchange for their power of sorcery. Dior, on the other hand, has his own objective. He'd do anything to have his revenge, even if it meant selling his soul to the devil. But he hasn't. He sold mine. You see, the Red King's preferred diet is the spiritual essence of his aged children. No way. That's sick. What sort of creature eats his own kind? This is bad at this rate. Before dawn, Emmeline will be in the cult. They wanted to use you, so they took your life, and now they want to do it again. I have to think of something, Emmeline. They made you a vampire so they could feed you to their leader, but what if you could be unmade? If the Vampire King can curse you, can he also reverse it? Oh, you're so smart! I tell you, a group of fanatical sorcerers wants to sacrifice me to an ancient, eternal, ravenous Vampire King. And you want to make a deal with him? I know it sounds crazy, but if you were human again, it might give you a chance to reclaim everything you thought you lost. Up until now, you've been denying yourself the human companionship you long for instead of substituting with empathy-induced pleasure as your victims come in contact with ambrosia, because you're afraid and tired of outliving the ones you love. This could be the answer we've been searching for. Besides, I really don't think I can handle losing you. You're awfully persuasive, you know. It is weird. If it were anyone else saying that, I would easily find the flaw in your little plan. If such a bargain were possible, who's to say? Your beloved vampire won't disintegrate once the curse is lifted. I should think you'd be delighted by the prospect. Dior, whatever you have against Emmeline, it's not worth it. You have to help us, please. Why? Clang. Thud. Why, pray tell? Why, pray tell? Should I extend even an iota of energy? Saving the likes of you? Damn, you psychopath. He's not the psychopath you are. Cough. Elian, I know you are in pain at more than I am, but what you are doing right now is meaningless. I am not the one you are searching for. I am not the vampire who slaughtered your family. Why should I believe the words of a monster? Monster? If we'd had this conversation weeks or even days ago, I would have agreed with your assessment of me. I would have gladly gone to my death, thinking this world has nothing was better off without me. But being with Ashley has taught me that monsters are not born, they're made. It's our decisions that determine who and what we became. You, of all people, know what it feels like to have a loved one taken from you. Are you going to continue this awful cycle and do the same to others? Swish. Tap. Do you have any idea of the price that may be asked of you? Might as well find out. Beat sitting in the dungeon. In the dungeon. Clink. Follow me to the abandoned sanctuary, and we'll try this foolish plan of yours. Don't make me regret my decision. Oh my god! How many minutes do I have? 15? Okay. Oh my god. It's so cute. Oh my god, guys. Jurassic something. Whoa. So this is what was above us. It's located behind the A-Bay the cult constructed to go about their dark dealings. This cult doesn't use it, and there's no one to attend a service in such an sparsely populated area of Transylvania. So we're in Transylvania, huh? It's hard to remain logical at a time like this. Grab, tug. This is folly. You know as well as I do that the Red King will not grant your wish to become human. Didn't we just do this? Though I'm proud of you for finding a new synonym for foolishness, you're not listening. I said you know as well as I do. Dr. Rosenberg is another matter after all. Those who do not belong in this crescent of blood and death, looks like it's almost sunrise, cannot be faulted for trying to find a way out. Your desire to please her is clouding your judgment. If you refuse to heed my words for fear of disappointing her, perhaps drastic actions will be necessary. Dude, are you actually... What is this? Ambrosia? Extracted from the fangs of our last few vampire prisoners? Are you trying to tempt me? It doesn't work like that, you know. I only get high off of the pleasure induced in my past victims. I never said this was for you. Ordinarily, an injection of causes memory loss of a night or two. But I discharge this large could obscure the memories of a such longer period of time. Are you saying I should erase Ashley's memories within this blood-stained reality, despite with love and loneliness you've bound her to you? You act like you would do anything for her, but would you set her free? Hey, you can't be asking that! Dude, you won't even set him free! That's, oh my god! You haven't been listening to anything I've been saying, have you? If I up and inject her with that, I wanna but I'm... Don't you think that's denying her the right to make her own decisions? Ashley is not the kind of person to make decisions lightly, and when she does, she sticks by them. Although I can't fathom why she's made the choice she has. I'd never do anything to take them away from her. Ashley told me she doesn't think she can handle losing me. So right now, I'm going to do whatever it takes to stay by her side. Oh my god, I'm crying! This doctor of yours, you sincerely care for her, don't you? That's precisely why I'm doing this. I mean, she did rescue me from my disparate loneliness in the crescent of blood and death. Your words, remember? You have a problem with that way you talk? With the way you talk? Heuristics aside, well, when it comes down to it, I just don't want to do anything the girl I love doesn't like. when it comes down to it, when it comes down to it, in order to achieve what is desired most, we may all lose our choices in the end. Well, anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this long video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, ding, and see you next time. Bye, my loves. Love you, my stars.